Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we're live, everybody. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh. Come on, technology. You can do it. Let's see. Hey, there I am. All right. Hey guys, what's going on? Sunny here from Online Sales Funnel Academy, coming to you from my home office in Twin Falls, Idaho. Hey guys. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of feedback. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm practically on time. Guys, welcome to my channel. Tonight, we're going to be putting together a postcard. Let me back up just a second. Guys, if we haven't met, my name is Sunny. I'm the author of the book Live Selling Secrets, where the top secret formula for 10xing your physical product sales online, where I've helped a private client scale to over $1 million in sales in the last 4 years. And I also have a digital marketing agency. So along the way, I've figured out lots of tips and tricks to help lots of brick and mortar and service-based businesses. So tonight, and actually this whole week, we're kind of going to be in the vein of, we're going to be talking about direct marketing this week. So if you saw my live yesterday at all, I talked about a magazine that was being sent out for dental, like a dental practice that was mailed to me. I broke down that direct mail. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how to create a postcard for your business. So whether you're a doctor or physician, if you're just a regular brick and mortar, we're going to be designing a 4x6 postcard in Canva so that you can upload that PNG design into something like Vistaprint. And we might even be using some Chat GPT. So I'm going to be doing that tonight. So if that's of interest to you, please join me. All right. So this is a real world case example. I have a client that I'm working with that needed a postcard created. And I finished it just the other day. And I thought, you know what? I should go ahead and teach this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this pulled up and get it ready. Guys, while I do that, so our jumping off point, so here's a couple disclaimers. I am not a professional graphic designer, but what I do works very well. So for the project that we're doing. So I just want to just kind of put that out there. And also I feel like almost anybody can do this. You know, this isn't, if you tap into some of the tricks I have for you tonight, you'll be able to do something similar as well. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen if I can figure out how. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is you should be able to see Canva. Okay, let me put me over here. There we go. Okay, so I can see everything. Let me wait for the feed to catch up. Let me make sure you can see it. It is sharing, right? Guys, drop a comment down below and let me know where you're coming in from or what kind of business. There we go. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, guys, is inside of Canva, we're gonna create a design. Now, the kind of postcard that we're gonna be making is 4x6. So when a postcard is flipped sideways, though, you're gonna wanna make it 6x4. Because if you do I'll show you what happens. If you do 4x6, it's gonna look this way. So most people turn the postcard, sideways. So we're going to, okay, hold on. Let me make sure this isn't being funny on me. So this is what happens if you put in 4x6. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to put in the dimension of 6x4 right in here. So you click on create a design. And then what you can do, I don't know if it's following my mouse. Hold on. So you're going to click on, right here to create a design. You're going to scroll all the way down to where it says custom size. You're going to switch that to inches first. You're going to do 6, and then you're going to do 4, and then you're going to create a new design. Okay, so really nice. What it does is it's going to give you the really nice dimensions of your postcard right there. And the world is our playground now. All right. So what we can do now is we can go ahead and start designing our postcard. But before we begin, in all my tutorials, I like to show people how to do this. If you go over to File, and we're going to go to Settings, and then right here, you can show the rulers and the guides. So mine were already turned on, but you want to go File, Settings, Show Rulers and Guides. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come up to the very top up here, and you can't see it. It's invisible. If you grab with your mouse right there, you'll be able to drag and create these lines that come down like this. And you can do that both vertically and horizontally if you'd like. What's also cool about it is if you go real slow towards the middle, it'll show you exactly where the midpoint is. It turns it a different color. So if you didn't know that, that's super handy. Let me find the midpoint. Okay, so that's the crosshair of the whole postcard. That's the middle. And what you also do is kind of like if you look for your other dimensions on the right-hand side, you can also do some math and figure out whenever you create a postcard, guys, or something like it to upload, there's always going to be an area around the outside called bleed, and that's where the exterior of the image is. So probably 0.155 is probably a really good margin on that. Let's see. So I'm going to go 155 or really close to it on this one. All right, get in there. All right, we'll do 150 since I can't get it to go exactly. All right, so I'll do 5850 is what I'm looking for over here. Or as close to it as I can get. Okay, so it's gonna be finicky. I don't know if I can get in there. Okay, and then we're gonna take one of these lines. We're gonna go to the very bottom. I'm gonna eyeball it. It's gonna look right about there. Okay, so now we've got the midpoint. Now this is an extra line, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. All right, so now we have a really nice grid square, guys, to work off of. So we got a really clean, 4 clean quadrants. So guys, drop a comment down below and let me know what business you guys are in. If you guys are service-based or if you're doing physical product, let me know. I always like to know that. And let me just triple check and make sure I can see stuff. Let me see. Let me double check audio and visual
what
here.
business you
Yep.
guys are in.
Yay. Okay, good. I can see everything. Guys, and I have chat turned on. So go ahead and drop a comment down below. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, now this is for the postcard that I created is for a healthcare provider. So one of the things that he had asked me to do was put his face on the postcard. So what I'm going to do is I already know what the end result's going to look like, but what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that let me show you. Let me get my thoughts out of my head here. Oops, let's see. Let's do doctor. Okay, we'll do a graphic or no, a photo. Okay, so we're going to pretend that this lady right here is our doctor. And the first thing that we're going to do, guys, is we're going to remove her background. So if you just click inside of her photo, you click on edit image and you're going to do the background remover. So this should very cleanly get rid of, yeah, look at that. Real nice. Okay, so another thing to remember is that whenever you're doing any kind of copy is that humans typically read in the shape of an F, as in Frank. They read down and to the right and down and to the right. And because here in America, most people tend to read left to right, what we're going to do is we're going to put the words on the left-hand side. We're going to put her on the right-hand side. I just think it would probably look cleaner. And so just knowing, we'll mess with her size in just a moment. But so in other words, so if you're just joining me, we're designing a postcard that's designed for a physician or a dentist or something like that. And so what we're going to do now is I'm going to get a background. I'm always talking about backgrounds. And so the first thing I'm going to look up is wavy lines. And again, I'm in the program. It's called Canva. And I like to do graphics. So let's do something kind of cool. Let's see. Okay, I am a huge fan of these kinds of waves. I just think they're so cool. So what I like to do, guys, is one of my design styles. What I like to do is I'm going to just put her right over here. You know what? I'm going to put her on the next page, actually. I'm going to just park her right down here for a second on page 2, and we'll come back to her in a second. So what I like to do, guys, is take these big waves, things like this, and then I like to duplicate them. And I like to make them maybe a little bit different wavelength and I always like to it's really cool how much different design you can kind of get if you just kind of flip a design around or do something like this. So I'm just going to kind of mess with it for a second and see if I can't get an aesthetic that I like. I kind of like where this is headed. Let me see. And remember, we're going to be putting stuff on top of it. So Now there's two ways to affect the gradient of this. Like that's way too bright for what it is that we're going to be doing. So the first way to kind of fix it is literally click on the transparency and take the transparency down to like where it's really, really light. Okay, the second way to do that is, I'll show you both ways, is to come over here and type in white gradient. Okay, and it fades from white to clear. So you can put that fading gradient on top of it and it gives it that really cool smoky look. All right, so let's try this. We're going to try this one. We're going to see how it looks when we're done. We can always, take the actual gradient down and back towards the end there if we need to. Let me bring this down a little bit here. Let's get that there. There we go. And if you're not sure, you can do position, middle, center. Looks like it's already centered. All right, now we've got that picture of let's call her our physician. So I'm going to bring her back up here to the card. And I am going to bring this in. Let's tighten this up a little bit. And again, remember guys, this is a 4x6 postcard. So it's designed, it's the smaller of the postcards that are available out there. It's the smallest size that they make, I do believe. Now, you see how it's still really busy, right? But we're going to change that. Don't you worry. We're going to make that look not so busy. But it's really important to get the background looking. Oops, that's the other one. Let me get this. So I'm gonna lighten this one up just a skosh. How about something like that? That looks pretty cool, huh? And then I'm gonna lay this one back up in here, go middle center, and it'll auto adjust. There we go. Looking good, looking good. All right, next up we have, now let's say that there is a headline, like she's sending out a postcard. The one I just did for my client, it says something like, let's see, let's see, what's her name, guys? Did she look like a Gonzalez? Let's see. What's her name? Okay, fine. Dr. Smith let's try this, is accepting new patients, or is now accepting new patients. So if you guys, I've been in healthcare for 25 years. So if you guys didn't know, what ends up happening is sometimes, doctors go through phases where they don't accept new patients. So this could be something like that. But okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is first I just make it really big. It's way too big. So we're going to select the whole thing, and I made it bold. And next we're going to drop it down to, let's say 20 point. And what we're going to do is we're going to tighten up these lines right here. So I like to highlight the whole thing and go to line spacing. And we're going to drop this back a little bit like this, but 1.14. And then what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take the text color and we're going to try a couple different things here. What I love about Canva is it detects the colors in the photo and it lets us decide if we want to use those. So let me just see what we have now. So that looks nice, but I like to do an extra little step here. So I'm going to select my text. I'm going to do effects. And then this outline feature is going to show up. I'm going to make it a little bigger. And then what we're going to do is we are able to, if you come up here, you're able to change the interior of the words. And then down here, this is the exterior. This is the lining color. So let's see what it looks like in black. So kind of nice in black. Let me see if we can get it to, like, a dark gray might look really like a smoky gray. Let me see. All right, I like that. I like that. So, and if her head is too big, we could always just bring her down just a little bit. So do note that along the bottom here, we got those grid lines because that's going to be the area they consider bleed. And it's okay if her body goes off like it would just look weird if she just hovered right there. So we're going to bring her body at least, down, if not over to the grid. There we go, to the cut line. All right. And I think I like where this is headed. So I'm going to make sure it stays inside the bleed right there, guys. And after having created multiple covers for Amazon, for my Amazon books. I've created, I think 12 children's coloring books, and I created the covers for 2 of my own books as well. So I've got quite a few hours of skill under my belt on how to do some of this stuff. But so this is what I would do here. So I would, if you're not sure where it goes, you can get it right below the cut line, and then you click on position and then do center, and it'll snap it into place. Now, if we still want to bring that line up just a little bit, we can kind of experiment with that, see how that looks. Okay. And then if we want to make sure, I always tell people to use the locking feature. So you want to lock your elements if you want to make sure they don't get moved around on accident, because I am the queen of that. Okay. So we're going to start by hovering over our physician. And so we're going to go down here where it says lock, and we have 2 choices. We can either lock or lock position only. So we're going to lock the position only. When we do that, that means we're still able to put elements in front of and behind her. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's do a starburst. And sometimes I like to do photos. Like this is a pretty cool one. It may not fit here, but let me just show you what I mean really fast. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to go position, backward. See how she's locked in place now. I can't move her even if I wanted to, but I can move and put elements behind her if I wanted to, right? So that's how you use the locking feature. If, and like on the words, like I got them centered perfectly, so I want to lock them. I don't want to accidentally, so I'm going to lock position only. So now I've got, I don't know if this blue will stay here. I'm gonna leave the blue here just for a second. I'm not in love with it per se, but we will, like, I like it, but not for what we're doing, but we will see. So now what we gotta do is we gotta leave room for the words, right? Because her postcard is giving an announcement to, let's say they're doing a postcard drop to people within, like, 5 miles of where her office is, right? So what we're going to do is I like to go to the rounded square feature, or even to the square. Just depends on which one we're doing. Let me do a different color here so we can see what's going on. So if you guys didn't know, like I didn't know forever, is that whenever you make like a square, it has the ability right up here to put a border on it. And for some reason, I just missed that. I didn't know that. So what you can do is turn the interior blue. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a border weight of the exterior. You can do dotted line, you can do dashed line, and then you can do like a solid all the way up to a solid, super solid. I like that kind of right there. I like blue with black, and there was this other one back here. I'm going to bring that, oops, I'm going to see what I just did. I almost deleted something. So I'm going to bring this, this one forward. Okay. And what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this white so I can see it. And I think and this is where we're going to put our words, you guys. So whenever we have 2 elements like this, so what I like to do is put them down on page 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to lock them together, guys, so that we're going to do our work down here like a little clipboard. And what we can do is we can do position, middle center, and then you click on this one and do middle center, and then there you go. So now it's perfectly centered on top of each other. Now I'm going to highlight them together, and we're able to group them together. Okay. So now you can travel it back up here as one. Okay. And now it looks really good. So we can also do, now I don't know how big the text needs to be for, oops, that's the middle. Let's see. Let's make this a little bigger. Yeah, let's go to there. I don't know. And let's put this midline back on. There, right there. Now I'll bring this up. So we're inside of our borders. Okay, so now we're ready to actually get some text in here, and we're still going to fix this blue background over here. We're not done with that. So now we've got this locked in place. Now we've got some, we're ready to get some words. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go over to Chat GPT. And if you guys, I haven't talked a whole lot about Chat GPT on the channel yet. I do plan on launching a whole playlist around it. Oh, come on. Let me get in here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and create a prompt that says, you are a physician, or you are a woman physician. Let's see if I can spell it. Dr. Smith. You are, let's see, you specialize in, okay, women's health, I guess. I don't know. Let's do internal medicine. I like that better. Internal medicine. And you are announcing to the community that you are now accepting new patients starting August 1st. Create the words for a postcard announcement. Okay. Go, baby, go. Okay. So there is our suggested text. So I'm going to copy it. We're going to come in here. We're going to paste it in. For this, I'm going to grab Georgia Pro, but we're going to change it over to Times New Roman. If I can find it, I'll go ahead and type it in. Times New Roman is the one that we always use in all of our, like Word documents and your emails typically. I'm going to paste all this in, and then we're going to bring it down. Control A highlights all the text, and we're going to bring the font down to 12. And or not, we're going to keep going. Let's see how little we need to make it here. So that, see, I didn't lock it down. This is what happens when you don't lock your stuff down. Let me see here. Let me lock this. Dear community. So I'm going to turn this, the text is going to be black. I'm going to do left flush, and we're going to get rid of that second page down there. I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm being invaded by a cat. I am live on YouTube. Make sure she doesn't come up here. All right, guys. All right, I got a fiance and a cat in here. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, is we've got all the text on here. Let's pretend that this is what we want and it's perfect, although it's not. But let's just pretend it is. And what we're going to do is we're going to just finalize the very last piece of this. We're going to just maybe just take another glimpse at the background here. And what we might do is, here comes another cat. Darren, we got a cat invader, you guys. Hi, kitty. We have a cat in the show. Hi, Smooch. Well, what a pleasant surprise. I have 4 tuxedo cats, guys. They are from the same litter. This one is called, his name's Smooch, because he's got a little smoochy on his face. Hi, Smoochies. Okay. Another live stream bombed. All right. Could you please take the creature? We're doing a thing over here. Bye, Smooches. Careful. All right. I think he's the last one. Give the man some treats. All right. Like a little love bomb from your cat. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and wrap up this background. And we've only got about 10 minutes, a little bit less than 10 minutes left in our tutorial tonight. So thanks for sticking with me. For those of you who are just joining me, thanks for hopping on. My name is Sunny. I'm the author of Life Selling Secrets and of Online Sales Funnel Academy. I have a digital marketing agency where I help business owners get more leads and sales using automation and Facebook ads and stuff into their business. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock this one and the background on her. You can see I locked it. Let me unlock. Okay. Okay. Let me move her over because now what we could do, let's see how it looks. Yeah. See, I don't like it though. Let's try this. Let's add a page. Let's park that element down here for a second because I don't know if I like it. Let me see. Let's see what happens when we make her bigger. Well, that's kind of nice. Almost too much though. And of course, you want to make sure to get your phone number on there, right? Like if you were, I'm not here to talk about the details of what you would say in the postcard per se. Just pretend that's whatever you're going to announce is right there, right? Okay, Dr. Smith is now accepting new patients. I'm going to unlock this. And we'll just put in like that. And we'll just make sure that it's centered. Wait, did that not look centered? Position center. Boy, that looks wonky. See, now what's funny is that it was centered, but it doesn't look centered. So I'm making it centered. All right, guys. So we're going to pretend this is our final. And you know what? I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm going to try another gradient. I just can't help myself. I'm going to do a gradient and I'm going to do blue to white. And I love them because they're basically like a fade. There we go. I think if we do this, it might take care of some of the wonkiness in the back there. And we're going to change the transparency down to here. And we're going to move it back. We're going to go position to the back. And then we're going to bring it forward. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, where is it? All right, where'd it go? All right, there's the gradient. I don't want it to cover her face. So we're going to go backward, 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 backward. Okay, maybe one more. I think we have it forward. Yeah, I think right there. I think that's what we're doing. And if these are, that looks good. Let's see. She looks good right there. All right, so guys, this is how you would do, this is how I did it for my client, and I've done these for myself as well for my own business. So now what we're going to do is you're going to do a download, and you would do download as a PNG, and you could do page 1, and I'll just do download. And then what we're going to do is you would upload this image into whatever software that you were planning on using. So for my client and stuff, I've always used Vistaprint in the past. So Vistaprint's cool because they are a printing company and you're allowed to, I'm going to log into my account to my dashboard here. This is my real account. And so what you can do is you come up to your, come up to the top here, do print and advertising and go to postcards. And then right here, you can upload a design and it'll show you like your cost and everything in here. So let's see if the size is 6. Okay, we're looking for 6 by 4. All right. Next, let's see. Let's pretend we're getting 100. Okay, next. Next. Come on. 6 by 4. What are you doing? Please select all required options. Oh, I see. It's asking me, do you want left and right or up, down? I want left, right, and I want them 4 by 6. That's what it's asking. Okay. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to take that image. Now, inside of this program, you have the opportunity. See, that's the real one that I did. You have the opportunity to upload either an image for the front and the back. So, of course, your price goes up if you're doing a 2-sided image, like a 2-sided postcard. So in this particular example, the client is going to be using printing off patients or whatever, or printing off stickers and putting them on the back of the postcards when he mails them out. So Vistaprint also has a service where they have, like, if you want to just do like a regional postcard drop, you tell them what your zip code is and you pay them some money and you upload the design, or you can have their team do it. But in this case, we did it. And so as you can see here, the margins that I put inside of Canva originally, they line up exactly with the margins that we have right here. You see how we've got the bleed up top with the safety area. You want to keep the main portion of your image in the middle of that square. All right. Now, if I had an image for the back, I would click on back and I would either just use a template and design the back of the postcard. So it's really cool. They bring in a template here and then you could, you could alter it for yourself. Now, it's important to know that what they charge you based whether or not it's black and white or it's in color also. So in this case, for our fake doctor, I mean, you can do it however you want, but in this case, we were trying to quote save $1. So we were going to have a white back, if that makes sense. So we're gonna have a front that's glossy in high color, and the back is gonna be blank. So I only put this here just to show you guys. But okay, so if I click on it, let me see if I can delete it. Not really sure how to delete the back. I'm not. So anyway, so you have a great opportunity to see what it's gonna look like, before you purchase your product. So you get to preview it, and you can also download a proof. Okay. And when you get the PDF proof, it actually says proof across the top, but it lets you like really inspect it if you really want to take a really deeper, closer look at it. Then you would go next. Then you'd sign off on the back and you'd say next. All right, now guys, what it does next is I'm not going to finish this because this is real. It would say, hey, if you were done, you would click this box and hit continue. And that finalizes the image for print. So we definitely don't want to do that. But that is my fake physician postcard for tonight, guys. And so again, this week we're talking about direct response marketing. Last couple of weeks we were really talking about, live selling and things like that. So this week we're dedicating our live streams to direct response marketing for people who have service-based or brick and mortar businesses, and different types of things that you can mail out or have mailings and mailers go out to your customers or future customers using what we call direct response. All right, guys, so that's this. Does anybody have any questions for me? That was the extent of the live stream that I had planned for tonight. I do see we have a couple of people on. Does anybody have any questions for me while I'm still on? It can be about anything. Guys, if you're watching, please do me a huge favor and subscribe to the channel. We're only 3 people away from 1,000 followers, guys. Help a girl out. Help us hit 1,000 tonight. That'd be fantastic. If you guys can check right over here, we're at 997. 997. Be so cool if you guys could hit subscribe. That'd be fantastic. I appreciate it. So, excuse me. So, guys, let me know where you're coming in from. If there's any questions I can answer for you guys. I'm going to hang out for just a few minutes and see if anybody has anything else to add to the conversation, or if you guys are brick and mortar, or if you've done webinars or live selling, let me know. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're into, if you sell a physical product or digital product. And just for funsies, let's see if I can change my background, because I got a couple really good ones saved up in here. Of course, we've got the dragon that I designed a few weeks ago, 2 Saturdays ago, on a live stream. Hopefully you saw that one where I did a tutorial with Midjourney, and I'll be doing more tutorials on Midjourney and Chat GPT and things like that. So let me know what kind of questions you guys have for that. And then we've also got, this is a fun one too. I've got my generic, my space background. That's a good one. So guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what else you'd like to learn. And thank you for coming out tonight. I appreciate you guys. So I'm excited to go live tomorrow. I don't quite have it all figured out yet, but I know I'm going to be doing something having to do with direct response marketing. So that is the focus for this week, is direct response. Anytime you're sending out physical mail, flyers, postcards, letters to your future customers or clients, and getting them to respond directly to your mailing. That's what we're going to be talking about this week. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. I think my dinner's done. I think that's what the cat and the fiance came down to tell me all about. Guys, thanks so much for coming out and watching my live stream tonight. I appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you had done different with the postcard. And I will see you guys in the next one tomorrow. So take care. See if I can figure out how to end this live stream. That's always